What's up, boys? Today we're going to be making absolutely gigantic axes with the new overclock available for the impact axe. We're going demolitionist for the extra explosion radius and reload speed for the axe, as well as any other explosive weapons we're grabbing here. And the new overclock for it, well, there's actually two, but the one we're looking for here is I think plus 50% radius on it, so that'll allow them to become absolutely massive. And then of course there's the one that makes them much smaller, but you throw 3 at a time. And there will be some decent synergy with the PGL you start with here, since they both use fire rate, but they don't have any of those level up options available. You'll want to go for the ammo rig artifact to give a nice 50% boost to both of them. And then other than that, we're probably just looking for some grenades that can mine for us. The high explosive grenade would be fantastic, since that one's also kinetic and explosive, and of course the cryo grenade. Since we are looking for a ton of explosive radius, then the gold scanners will be pretty nice on this map to help us find some more good global upgrades like that. Decent damage. I really just don't understand why those weapons don't have fire rate available. It's so weird that they only have 2 level up choices, and one of them is eventually close to useless because there's no fire rate to go with it, with the reload speed. Divers is pretty good. I actually don't mind the early red sugar to give a lot of scaling survivability throughout the run. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Impact axe, very nice. And then we'll start leveling that up. I'll take a blue. We'll need a little bit of that. I think the axe doesn't knock enemies into you anymore. It always knocks them away from you. But if you like knock them into the same direction that you're running, and you're not paying very close attention, you can kind of still like hit yourself by knocking enemies into where you're going. So it is nice to have a bit of survivability, I feel like, and the red sugar is pretty nice on the first level. As long as you remember to get all of those and you are missing a bit of HP so you can actually pick them up for the HP increase. I'm gonna take the level here even though reload isn't the greatest. When I get them big axes going as soon as I can.
Objective completed.
Oh, we could have damage numbers on for this. I think I had to turn them off for that lightning tether build that was getting absolutely insane in the late game. That's getting kind of close to level up. And if we can get the triple grenade on that, it is a fantastic boost to the damage. I'm not really going to be able to aim at the elite, so we're going to need to drop some rocks on the shellback if I can. Looks like we have a few up here. Alright, decent hits. Could use a little bit more if possible. Ooh, that's what I want, but dropping, or stopping him right there is not quite ideal. Maybe bounce him off that and hope he gets hit on the way back in? No. Probably too risky right now, since I'm still pretty squishy. Ooh, more explosion radius. Maybe we can go for some detonators here when I see him coming back. There he is. Alright, we got the annoying one out of the way. See if I can go find those 2 red sugars we had to pass earlier. damage. There we go. I think that was all the HP.
Threat level keeps increasing. You need to work faster.
Explosive damage, not bad. It kind of works, but it doesn't have the explosive tag, which I think is going to be pretty big here, especially with all the radius we have. Incendiary, that would unlock status damage, which would kind of dilute the upgrade pool. I think ideally we would get like high explosive, cryo, or the rocket launcher. Plasma, that works actually. That's pretty good. Luck. And then damage here. Damage into an overclock, and we'll take the triple for that. Big reload into an overclock, and let's go with some range here, see how that feels with the massive radius. Decent XP.
Be happy you can't see my scanner, but I advise that you move, miner.
I think I'll take a level here, and then big damage. Explosion radius.
Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving. Get moving.
I guess. So there we go, high explosive. That's a pretty solid lineup. Take that axe level here. Decent global. Reloads. Decent global. Big damage for the high explosive. Reload, reloads. That's great for these two, not the greatest for those two. So I think we'll just take a level here.
Hatches shut, taking you to stage 2.
No, my nitra. Damage for the axe, definitely. Some movement. Paint job to help get the big one for that pretty quickly. And I think we'll take the stats for it since we're trying to make it do as much damage as possible. More radius. And we're already up to a decent amount of that. 160%, 6.0 almost. 5.76. I didn't even see that squash the hoarder up there. Probably goal to look for more radius. Damage is pretty good.
Detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Take a hit real quick for the red sugar.
I needed that. Resupply prepared. Clear the landing zone of obstacles. Points on it. Vaporize.
I think we're gonna look for something cooler here. I really want to get some gold skinners early on if we can. Nope. More red sugar it is. We're a full tank axe dwarf now.
detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Big pickup, need some of that. Take the level here. Luck.
You ugly son of a bitch! Yeah, give me some sugar. Bring the pine!
Explosion radius.
I got it in the mouth!
Well done. You got them all.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm not so proud about it. You ugly son of a bitch!
Take the level here.
Running out of bugs. More are on the way.
Alright, looks like that was probably everything here. I don't see any more red sugar for the stacking. Take the level for that. Big axe level.
You're really pissing off the bugs. They're getting angrier.
Big damage, that's fine.
Upgrade. That's a no-brainer.
Reload is pretty good for these two. I'm thinking we probably just take the axe level though.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
The bugs are getting worse. Move it.
You ugly son of a bitch!
I could definitely use some mining speed right now. We don't have anything to help with that yet.
The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
I think probably just the reload to get the overclocks going there a little bit faster.
Let's clear them out!
Luck, yeah.
A little extra special.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out.
You bug hot.
Stage completed.
Reload.
Onward to stage 3.
Axe damage definitely.
Something like this.
And then let's go ahead and see the overclock. So we tried that, but massive damage, huge explosion radius. It's time.
I'm clocking it to 11.
Bit of mining, and we have a lot of golds. I think that's pretty low value.
Gotta have that
Those are
legendary.
nice to have.
Show me more.
Pickup is okay. Ooh, I'll lock that for the axe build.
This is a simple mining mission. Get it done, miner.
So we're up to 170% explosion radius, 9.18.
Well, I think the
Plus some big damage on top of that.
You're cute, but you're
Oh, it actually changes the weapon graphic as well. I feel like they need to be so close to me for me to even throw them, even though I have the big range on it. That's kind of weird. Well, we failed to hit any of the early gold scanners. Let's get some more early XP. So I think I'm going to not reroll for a bit, just take something that we get that's somewhat helpful, trim down the artifact pool a little bit, and then maybe use more rerolls later on if I want to. I don't think we need to put a ton of reload into that now. We'll get a bit more eventually anyways.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
Gold scanner, well, there it is.
Can't get enough of this rare.
I just had to give up first.
Loot bug looted. You ugly son of a bitch.
Reload, I want that on the high explosive more.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Shoot it in the face. Think you can kill me? Think again.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in record time.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm not so proud about it. That will teach you. Feeling much better now.
We've gotten a decent amount of XP, and I kind of want to get the overclock going here with reload. Okay, got the TNT. That is absolutely what I wanted that weapon for. Get a bit more movement.
Here, have a bullet in the face. Say hello to my little friend.
Take the level here. If we can get some more overclocks for that, that'll help mining and get me some more gold
Gotta move on. It's getting worse down there.
for even more explosion radius.
Suck on this, you freak of nature. Got it right.
Oh, red sugar over there. I actually need to leave the radius of it and then go back in. If you're at full HP when you enter the radius at first.
Have a bullet in the
All tasks complete. Stage finished.
Paint job, I'll take that over basic reloads.
Everyone knows that.
I think I will still take that at a purple for the main weapon here.
Stage 3 completed. Remember to mine for minerals as you progress deeper.
Take our big axe, and then we're almost out of nitro. Just grab whatever decent gold stuff for now, I suppose. We can't get a level for that, that's fine.
Dial it in. Next.
Ooh, luck.
Please.
I can't get both of those. I'll get a little bit of XP, maybe that will help us get some explosion radius at some point.
Aliens to be killed and gold to be mined.
I'll take a throwable reload here.
Big swarm detected. Buggerman, get ready.
I feel vitalized. Bloody hell, you're hot to kill. Come and get me, you disgusting bug. I needed that.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Big explosive damage.
Supply pod prepped and ready, Miner. We need you to clean up the landing zone. Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching. Nicely done. Supplies inbound.
Ooh, actually that's not very good. So that would be 2 stacks over that, so 10%. But it is part of my favorite combo with a weapon box, so I'll still do it anyways.
That's a no-brainer.
Get that in the weapon box and the turbo encabulator for the massive reload speed and decent damage. And then the weapon box usually has some cool outcomes that aren't normally available to you.
Rarely go.
Explosion radius.
Let's show them some pain.
I guess the boomerang would be kind of cool on the weapon box. It's not an explosive weapon, but it is throwable, and you can apply a bunch of shock stacks and collect XP and resources and all with it. Be kind of a cool addition to the build.
You bug pop.
Decent
Rarely go
crits.
for this one. Dwarf don't die today. Boom, baby! Mike's on it!
Alright, let's see if I can go for the purple box here. Nah, just off. I should have stayed a bit closer to them actually.
Kill you all!
So the axes would have been constantly hitting them. Here we'll go gold for more explosion radius, decent throwable. I think I will grab that. We kind of want to get the triple grenade on that for much faster mining with the TNT.
Take that!
Time's ticking, Miner. Move it.
You bug pop. Your history!
Excellent work, Miner. Stage complete. Onwards to stage 5.
Big axe damage, paint job. This will unlock status damage, I think. And this has very nice utility, so we'll definitely go here first.
Favorite type of clock.
And then I guess we have so much gold, I may as well.
Try again.
I don't care that much. More HP for the tank dwarf. explosion radius, absolutely. We can get an overclock with that, that's kind of nice, but I also have a few rerolls, see if we can find something for the high explosive or the axe, I think.
Try again.
Like, we'll lock that, and then take some movement.
Let's shake it up.
Not the
Epic
greatest.
upgrade. That's a no-brainer.
Oh, paint job, that's good. And then we did not get the triple, so absolutely massive explosions it is.
Only one way to rouse the Dreadnought. Destroy its cocoons. Kill them all, Miner.
Feeling much better now.
That's a lot of mushrooms.
Well done, you got them all.
Luck.
Die, monsters! Let's get the middle. Your time is not great. That hit the spot. Yeah.
Got a blocked landing site for the supply pod. Get it cleared out, Miner. LFD ready. Resupply
See that
inbound.
coming, sucker?
Another gold scanner. Yeah, that'll probably be worth it if we want to save rerolls here.
You ugly son of a bitch. Let's show them some fight.
Damage, damage. Let's go for the 18 on that, I suppose. I think just the feedback harness is kind of useful, and we are tanky enough to utilize it a bit with all the red sugars going.
I got it in the mouth. Watch out! It's big and it's dangerous. Hello and good.
Try and pull the axes through him on the way back. We can get an overclock there, that could be pretty helpful for the boss fight. That's probably too many stats to pass up, since you can't really find a lot of fire rate for that. Luck.
One down. Vaporize. You want some more?
See if we can pull them back through the detonators up here, or it looks like my radius killed them all already. Just me and my terrible single targets.
I can't get enough of this rare stuff. I'm not scared of you.
Let's go a bit of reload speed on that for more freezing.
Sorry, your own fault for being full of.
There are some rocks over there, but that's a pretty tight area. Might get stuck up there.
Well done, team. Immediate Dreadnought threat eliminated. Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving. Get moving. It won't hang around.
Paint shop to help that one get up there a bit quicker.
Shoot to kill.
Gotta move on, Miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily. Good work, Miner. Now to stage 6.
Grab our big axe damage.
How can I not?
I think I will grab that.
Feels like a brand new. Let's shake it up.
More movement, some global
Now, this is a
damage.
rare
Reload
treat.
is fine. I think I will.
This is the. Let's shake it up.
But then we
Gimme,
are
gimme, gimme.
completely out of nitra.
You don't see these every day. Nope. Try again. I'm a new dwarf.
See if we can find some explosion
I wanna
radius or
go.
something. Luck is
Hey,
helpful.
not too shabby.
One more reroll.
Next.
Nope. That's pretty
This one's
good.
So me.
This is a simple mining mission. Get it done, Miner.
So we're up to 64 luck.
This is gonna be a walk in the park. You're cute with your head. Ooh.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
Yes. Nuke bug pop.
The supply pod LZ is blocked. Please clear it out.
Damage.
I'll take it.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming. Supply pod imminent.
Didn't see that coming, sucker.
Gold tip to go to the scanners. It's not bad, I suppose.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Prepare to fight for your life. A big swarm is approaching.
Axe damage.
Whole life better. You want some more?
Alright, if the axe doesn't perform on this build, then I don't know what it's gonna take.
Yeah.
Probably like a damage over time version with like both of the trails it can leave behind with the interrogator, maybe?
I needed that. I got it in the mouth. You ugly son of a bitch. You want some more?
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in record time.
Then what for car?
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived.
Probably
Get there
crit
now.
damage here.
Winning lead without you.
Big reloads, not super necessary, but full axe build.
Gimme.
Gotta move on, Miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily. Taking it deeper, Miner. Stage 7 coming up next.
So we actually don't want to completely burn all the gold now, since we have the gold tipped. I'll take that to finish that off. Definitely go for the akimbo here. And then we are kind of late. I like a paint job to help get the overclocks here. And then I guess probably the kinetic explosion to fit with all of the other kinetic weapons we have here.
Extra kick in it.
That might pay itself off, since there are instances where
I can't get enough
the
of this
grenades won't be
weird
firing if there's no enemies nearby.
legendary. Nothing for me here. Let's try again.
Bit of XP,
Yeah, next.
bit of luck, and then we'll just hold a bunch for the gold tips.
Load up and get going, Miner. We have quotas to fulfill.
Next one. Let's go some.
I can't take damage! There we go.
Feel much better now.
Swarm's heading your way. Load
Feel
up.
much better now. I got it. You come down.
Pass fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
More X levels.
Your time is up, great.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
I got it. Loot box looted.
Well done. You got them all.
Found some nitro.
The supply pod LC's blocked. Please clear it out. Box of goodies headed your way, Miner.
Let's see, we have 3 more artifacts left after this. I'd really like to get the ammo rig for these two for the fire rate. Pickled nitra is good, but not amazing. Ooh, the 5-leaf clover to help us get some very high reroll with, or very high luck with all the rerolls we're doing in the shop.
kill me. Well, think again. You're cute.
I guess XP. Oh, I need to get a lot more in him if I want to get the purple here. Alright, just in time. Luck. Then paint job here.
Everyone knows that. Follow this.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave. Taking you deeper, Miner. Stage 8 coming up next.
Big reloads. Probably just looking for paint jobs with how limited we are on the nitro. Big explosion. And also damage for the axe.
Pretty. Nope. Try again.
Paint job would be kind of wasted there actually, so nah.
Yeehaw! Let's shake it up. It's a little extra special.
But we can get one for the plasma burster to help that out a bit. And then we can lock that.
The stuff of legends.
You have your objectives. Get it done, Miner.
That guy in mission control, he really has a cozy job. You're cute, but you're dead. Feeling much better now.
Probably the potency here.
Let's get the minerals.
Scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. There's swarming coming.
Suck on this, you freak of nature!
Objective completed. Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
The time is up, freak! Yeah? Vaporize!
Supplies blocked. Get the landing zone cleared. Big swarm detected. Bug up. Here we go. Prepare for impact.
Ooh, ammo rig, we got it. So that brings us up to 1.86 on the axes. I think that's the most you can do, since that's the only thing that even affects them. Big reload, yup.
Gotta have that legendary
And may as well take the feedback harness.
lemon. Let's get the nickel. There's one for Carl. Ugh, I got it in the mouth. Die, freak. Say hello to my little friend.
And then I guess we'll probably try and go for the purple here. Should be enough time still. No, I'm just not throwing anything at him. Rip purple. Time for some more gold then. It's pretty late for that. Whatever.
Legendary. It's my lucky day.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
Explosion radius.
Try this out.
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, miner. Stage 8 complete. Diving deeper.
Grab
This is
the axe
about to be a perfect
damage.
dwarf. I'm a new dwarf. Let's shake it up.
Paint job to help us get that one
Feels like
finished
a brand
off.
new gun now.
See what else we
Sure, the next
got.
time will be
Luck.
better.
That's pretty expensive just for one level on
What else we got?
those. Luck.
It's a little extra special.
Reload. That is very expensive for one level.
Nothing for me here. Let's try it.
Reload. I don't care about saving that.
What else?
Not super excited about any of that.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get
So
out of
the
here.
gold tip caps out at 5 times that, so 1250. And that would be how much? Oh, I guess 250% since it's 1 per stack. But at some point we'll probably hit the hard cap on the gold scanners and stop getting gold from that as well. It's so hard to take damage. Explosion radius.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree.
Please hit me. No. Okay, there we go.
Back to hell. Trying to escape a dwarf who wants your precious minerals ain't gonna happen.
Big
bud.
explosive damage. We only have 2 more artifacts, but that could give me some radius.
Extra special.
Supply pod prepped and ready, miner. We need to clean up the land zone.
Pop the loot bump. Let's get the minerals.
Here we go. Prepare for impact.
Pretty big damage, and we could afford to do that. 2 more. We could get the weapon box, and the multi-tool would be kind of cool. I think I'm down to reroll a little bit. That is terrible. Reload speed, I guess.
I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
The swarm's heading your way. Load up.
Not worth it, but we did still have some cool stuff left. Axe damage.
Do you like her?
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
There is more over here. Die, monsters! I killed the loot bug, and I'm not down. That's all you got, you slippery shit. Shoot it in the face. Say hello to my little friend. That's all you got, you slippery
Well done.
shit.
Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It
Wait,
will leave without you.
cool. Well, I mean, I have so much of it. Let's go Nitra for the weapon levels then.
I want it.
Objective completed.
Probably just pump the damage since we're getting close to the end here. see the absolute maximum we can get with an axe build now. The boss is coming up fairly soon.
That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Explosion radius, some decent damage stats.
I'm feeling lucky.
Radius, axe damage, explosive.
Next.
We need one more level for that, so damage is fine, and we'll go for the bouncing. Durable damage. I guess we probably won't be spending all that nitro if I'm doing just axe damage. Reload's fine.
Nope. Try again.
That's at 0.41. Whatever, full axe build. Kinetic. Kinetic. One more reroll. Luck, because why not? And some damage there.
This is it. Destroy the cocoons and take out the Dreadnought. Good luck, miner.
I'm wondering if fighting bugs and moving dirt is the best way to make a living. Loot bug eliminated! Let's show them some pie! Bring it, beggars! Who have a loot box? Never felt better. The dwarf is not great.
Seems like I'm still getting gold, even though we have been TNT mining for quite a while. Oh god, he came out super early. My explosions are too big.
Lots of goodies headed your way, miner.
Ooh, pay to win is not bad. That's a bit over 100% it looks like.
This is gonna help me be a perfect dwarf.
This is about the highest damage you're gonna get with the axes, it seems like. Kinetic?
I've been dreaming of something like this.
Dreadnought wiped out. Good work, team. Objective completed. All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
So final stats here, over 1100% global damage, 67% reloads, 86% fire rates, okay-ish crit stats, 109 luck, 2 early red sugars bringing us up to 712 HP. Multi-tool was kinda weak, but I love the trifecta of that, the weapon box and the turbo encabulator. So I pretty much always try and grab those. Gold tipped, we had that maxed out at 250% global damage with the 1250 gold there. Ammo rig is very important, especially if you're starting as demolitionists, since those two weapons are... That's one of the only ways to get decent fire rate on them. Coupons, kinda late, but still a little bit of value there. Okay, pay to win. 945% damage on the axe, 270% explosion radius, bringing that up to 14.58, 0.39 reload, some extra weapon range. Although this doesn't seem to modify how far away you'll actually throw that at them. So it seems like you still need a target pretty close to you, so that's a little bit strange. PGL, some decent damage, not too much reload speed, so that's pretty ideal up there. That one actually has an overclock to add some fire rate to it as well. Then we have the plasma for some freezing and some extra kinetic damage, so all 4 weapons did have some kinetic. High explosive, got the TNT mining, no triple, but absolutely massive explosion radius, so that was still pretty good.
Quota's met. We're pulling you out. Get on back home, miner.
$77.5 million axe damage. That's the best I've had so far, I think. But when you consider the high explosive was fairly close to it at almost half the level, and it was the 4th weapon as well, and I wasn't getting that much reload speed because it doesn't do a ton for the axe, it's pretty clear that it's still a little bit on the weak side, but I think it is workable if you really like it, and we were probably hitting close to the entire screen with that, so mission sort of accomplished. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.